What is up, everybody? It is Jack Lloyd here. I am excited today because we have something special. We got in our Alphacore goodies. So I'm going to be unboxing what I got in the mail from the Rippaverse Alphacore campaign. And that's going to be pretty exciting to see how everything turned out. I've been really pumped up about this because of the artwork and the writing. I'm really excited to see what Chuck's got going on for it. And just to remind you very quickly here, we're going to be also reminding people to join in with the Voluntaryist Suit Saga 1 campaign. So be sure to check that on out, especially down below in the description, the links. We have actually reached our second stretch goal already, which means that we have 2 different bonus perks that are going to backers at the print comic tier or higher. So if you join in now with a print comic tier, you're going to get 2 extra perks, an art print turn of a new Voluntaryist character and a art print turn of a new status side character. So that's pretty exciting. So we're going to be opening this on up, and be sure that if you want me to see any of your comments when I read those later, the best place to do that is on my YouTube. So if you're watching this on Facebook, whether it's on one of my pages or on X, be sure to go ahead and check out my YouTube channel. That's at youtube.com/Jack Lloyd. And it's pretty easy to look up there too. Of course, you can put in Jack Lloyd on YouTube. It'll come right up with my information. But that's the best place to check out my stuff. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to click the notification bell and all that good stuff. If you're seeing this again on X or on Facebook, I'm just trying to get as many people to come to the YouTube channel as possible because that seems to get the best visibility. But still want to do outreach so you can see it there too, and I can check out your comments, especially if you're on a Facebook page. If you're on my personal page, then it doesn't show up. But if you're on a Facebook official page, like my Jack Lloyd page, then I can see those comments. But YouTube's the best place to go. So again, just be sure to check that out either during the stream or after the stream at youtube.com/Jack Lloyd. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start opening up these perk packages. And actually, I have not 1, but 2 boxes. So this is going to be pretty cool to see. And I'm going to open up this lighter one first. We'll see what's in there as I try to carefully, not cut myself. I think I need to change the blade on this. It's getting pretty dull. I use it for a lot of box cutting openings, especially because Fudgy orders stuff. And then I'm like, oh, what'd you get now? And then I got to open up the packages. Oh, okay. All right. So that's what's in here. I had a few different little things. So I don't know if she'll see this. One of these things is a surprise for her. So I'll have to show for later. But this is the Yaira t-shirts. So I got in these Yaira shirts on their special holiday sale. So they actually did this crazy discount. Honestly, it was so cheap. It was I gotta say, it was stupid cheap. I was shocked at how affordable they made these shirts. I was like, okay, yeah, I mean, I'll get that, get whatever 30% off, and it's like $8. And it's like, okay, sure. So I was like, gotta get that deal. I mean, that's just too good not to pick up. So I'm pulling out this first shirt here. This one's my shirt. Oh, and actually, I am surprised. Wow. This shirt right here, I was thinking that for the price, this was going to be some Gildan thing where it's like kind of, rougher material, not as, quality. Like the shirt I have on is more of that rougher material shirt. This is actually soft. So they did a good job on this one. This material is actually quality. I'm shocked for that price. I wouldn't have thought so. Selling it for $8 and then discount on that too. So actually, this is really great. This is a really good deal. I can't believe it. I wonder if they're still having that sale. It makes you want to get more. But this is actually pretty nice. It's not like the rough material you would think for a cheaper shirt. This is actually soft. Looks like the stitching's pretty strong on it, and it even has that imprinted logo because you know how much I hate those little tag logos that irritate your neck. So this is really nice. Very well made. And then, of course, that's Igor's drawing there. So big shout out to Igor on his artwork there. I think that's definitely one of his better drawings first. So that's awesome. Well, that's already a win. First box open, and I'm already impressed. I didn't have much expectations on that, to be honest, because I thought, for the price, it'll just be a typical, rough cut Gildan shirt, but it's not. It's actually fairly fitted material and soft, pretty quality stuff. So props to you, Eric and Rippaverse, on doing that. Brandon says, are there any spoilers on this? No, there's not spoilers. I'm not going to go into the depth of the comic and show that off, because obviously this is brand new, and I don't like doing early spoiler things. So this will just be more so showing off the covers and what I got, that kind of thing. So yeah, you don't have to worry. I'm not going to open up the comic and tell you the ending or anything like that. So here's my comic perk. Let's see how this is packaged. Last time it was impressive. I thought they did a good job on the packaging materials, because as always, when you're a comic fan, you want to make sure it comes in without being nicked or bumped up on the edges. And as you can see here, it comes in the square corner protective sleeve. So that's already top notch. So once again, Rippaverse delivers with a proper fitted comic book holder, and it has a protective cardboard on top. So lots of TLC going on into this. Okay, and now for the big reveal. What did I get in here? Ooh, you can see we have not one, not two, not three, actually, yes, we have four. We have all four covers. Yes, there's four covers. I know. I was like, is there gonna be a fifth one? No, there's just four. So this is awesome. I got the 4 cover set, and so this gives me every single iteration that I'd wanted. I didn't get the signed or the graded. That was a little bit outside my interest for the price point, but clearly, you could get these graded if you wanted to on your own. They did a really big solid to people by having them pre-graded, saving people a lot of time and money shipping back and forth. That's pretty awesome. So this, now that I'm, of course, going to take a look at this up close. In fact, before I take a look at some of this up close, I'll give you some closer look. So here is the cover number 1. And so we have out there, we got Brian Solari, Braxwell, and with the green whips, Ingrid Valdez. There's some interesting set of characters there. Clearly some type of antagonist to our protagonist for the story. The Alphacore logo, I think, is cool and innovative. Has kind of a classic kind of feel, maybe almost a little 80s. And you got Chuck Dixon, Joe Bennett there at the bottom. This is a solid design. I think that they did great on this artwork. This is very mainstream competitive and well proportioned. So good job. Good job on that one. All right, let's look at this second version. And we have here this one with Ingrid Valdez. And she's fighting is that? I'm trying to take a look here. Is that Lillian Renashi? That's what I'm thinking. And I'm just doing a little quick side-by-side comparison here. Let me see if I can split this. Oh, split this like this. Dun, dun, dun. Is that her? That's a good question. The hair matches. The suit matches. The energy matches. I'm thinking we might have a Lillian Renashi first appearance here. What do you think? I mean, it matches in every single way, so I'd have to go with that's what it is. So we got Lillian Renashi matching up against Ingrid Valdez on this variant cover. I'd say this will be interesting. We can finally see, who is going to be doing what as relates to whether someone's good or bad or what's their story. I think now I'm getting a preview of what's to come there. Okay. And, okay, this one is special. So this one is that foil variant. And as you can see here, it is super duper shiny. I'm going to touch the ridges here. It is raised. So this is raised foil. It's not just simply hollow foil material. So that's some quality stuff there going on. I'm feeling the rest of this. There's definitely some raised ridges at different points on certain accented features. Wow. I mean, yeah, look at that quality. And I'm going to pull up here. I can grab this card. And dun, dun. I think we got here our Michael Copper first appearance, right? There he is. So on this beautiful foil variant, we have the Michael Copper, I guess, first appearance in the actual story with Lillian Renashi up front. And you have the Alphacore in the background. I think this is a great cover in terms of the layout. I think it's super cool. I like that they have a lot of characters and a lot of dynamics. It's very artful. I'm excited to see what the back is going to look like. But that's great. You know, this is super neat. I like how they did the energy with this kind of circular design here. That's where there's a big amount of ridge rays on there. So great work. I mean, and what's impressive too is you know, sometimes you have covers and there's some variants, and some of the variants like, you know, not that great. It reminds me of the latest Godzilla versus Justice League, which I picked the first one just because, you know, I'm a big Godzilla fan, which, by the way, G-1, if you haven't seen it, go see it. It's one of the best movies of the year, if not the best movie, and also I think the best Godzilla movie all time personally. But then that series, you know, the other variants were not that high end. Whereas across the board here, the artwork for Alphacore 1 is very good across each one of these iterations. So what I thought was fascinating about this last one is it's very much like a photorealism almost, right? I personally am not normally a fan of that kind of style. I'm not much of a make the comic book look absolutely realistic, but this one's actually pretty cool. This one doesn't feel as hokey as sometimes, you know, it just seems too realistic for something that's supposed to be, you know, kind of fantasy. This one, the proportions are quite interesting. The lighting's interesting. I especially like Ingrid Valdez's rendition. Something about her realistic face sells this cover for me. And I think that, you know, the kind of way that they pose each of these characters certainly builds some excitement and interest and makes you wonder what Brian Solari is about to do. So you can see here a little bit closer up, but you can see there, give a nice and close look. Wow, huh? Like that right there, that's beautiful in terms of aesthetic and art. You know, how they do the lighting on the face, the realism there. Again, not hokey. You know, not something that, you know, is like, you know, sometimes people try to do realism, it just ends up looking kind of awkward in the in between. That one actually looks pretty decent. You know, almost like high art fantasy. So, you know, great work there on that cover variant. I mean, really and truly, they did a good job. I'm very impressed with what Rippaverse has done on these different, you know, covers. I don't know which one would be my favorite so far. I do think that this, in terms of the style itself, this variant really does look like what you expect for high art comic style, right? When you're not doing realism, but it's like comic book art, this really sells it, right? This is that high quality, you know, comic book genre art where it's not realism, but it's just realistic, good proportions on the bodies and faces. And I like the action sequence they have going on here. Yeah, try and get this in a way you can see it. Where's the light's not taking? There we go. That's nice. So you can really see there that the energy and the action, the excitement is a big sell there. I think that cover is super cool. Like that's the kind of covers that I like to have, is something that draws the eye, something that causes you to be like, oh, what's this, you know, battle going on? It leaves a lot for you to, you know, want to investigate. And this one, I think also, again, anything where there's battles going on definitely is more toward my favorite style. I would say, yeah, overall, the designs for, the faces, I would say in terms of my favorites, I think this version has my favorite style for faces. And then, well, technically this is certainly the coolest cover. I think this cover probably has the toughest kind of like artistic balance there. Maybe the eye's a little bit off there for me in terms of being a favorite. Nonetheless, a cool cover, of course. It's, you know, great design, great layout kind of thing. But when you have 4 options to pick from, it's easy to sit there and go, okay, well, which one is more in the art genre that you tend to prefer? So, yeah, I mean, look, it's just, I'm going to show these 2 off here to show this way. So you can see here and compare those 2 different styles as an example. These tend to be more, I think, the traditional, well-balanced comic book styles that, you might be used to seeing in the mainstream. More of the competent style. Again, this one is definitely my favorite. Although both have that nice, intense action and suspense that makes you wonder what's going to happen inside. So, yeah. And Brandon here says he thinks one of the artists was a painter. I could see that. I mean, certainly if we're talking about this one, right? I mean, this looks like someone who's used to doing painting with just the realism on it. I mean, again, just looking here, the depth, Brian Solari's face, it looks almost like a drawing over someone's photo, because it's just so realistic in terms of the depths and details. Almost a little jarring, almost a little too much for me. Although I think that, when you look down here, I think that Ingrid Valdez's rendition actually nails that in a way where, like, okay, yeah, I can rock with that. That's a solid design. That's realism, but still I feel like I'm in a comic book world. So, yeah. I mean, really, really impressive. And then, hey, what's up, Justin? Yeah, there we go. So, incredible. I am very happy with the set. I'm definitely going to be reading these as soon as practicable. I got a few business things I got to do. And after I've read them, I'll probably give some thoughts in a stream and talk about, what is good, what if there's anything that's off, and also what I'm excited about for the future. And then plus, I'm gonna be rocking this weekend, the Yaira. See that, got to rep my boy Igor. Igor did a great job. And Igor did a great job on Voluntaryist Origin 6. So the same artist who did this Yaira tee actually also did, you can see right here, I'll try to do this in 2 hands. We'll see how it goes. So, yeah, kind of tough to do with 2 hands, but you get the idea. So Igor did this Yaira, and then he also did this cover for me for Origin 6, which now the whole Origin series, my Voluntaryist Origin series, is actually available on print on demand on Indie Planet. So be sure to check that on out. And I do want to do a quick mention of the Voluntaryist campaign currently killing it. Right now, we actually have just reached our 2nd stretch goal. So if you see here, we actually are now at 7,085. So we're at 141% of goal. We have actually unlocked not 1, but 2 stretch goals. So now everyone who backs at a print comic tier or higher is going to get an art print of a new Voluntaryist character and a art print of a new status character, these character turns included in their perk packages. So we've already added 2 new goodies to people who are supporting, and we're heading toward the 3rd stretch goal already with 23 days left. So that's pretty incredible. I'm super excited for this, and I just can't wait to show y'all what it is that we have cooking in these next pages, and especially in this next arc. So we are, really, I would say going beyond what I was even expecting, because I was thinking, okay, we'll deal with some success here and there. Maybe people will join in. I know it's sometimes tough for some people with things going on in the world and the economy, but people showed up, and I'm just floored. So I'm gonna give you all a link in the comments about that. So the Suit Saga 1 campaign here, I'm gonna link y'all to that if you want to join in on that. And there's a few perks too that are super special. And in fact, again, just want to point this out, that in the Ultimate Bundle, Igor, who of course is a lead graphic designer with the Rippaverse, he, who made this beautiful Yaira shirt, he, before joining the Rippaverse full time, he actually made a Voluntaryist variant cover for Origins 2 that I've never released. So he very thankfully and graciously worked with me in Voluntaryist before he was picked up by Rippaverse full time. And only 100 at most will ever be made of this variant cover. So this cover is a variant of this second issue from the Origins arc. So it's a variant of that one. And at most, only 100 will be made. And if we don't sell as many on that anyway, then that will be a limit too on the printing. So if 10 get sold, well, actually it says already 11 have been sold. So, if 11 get sold, then 10 more will be made for me, from, myself and family, friends kind of thing. And then that's it. So at most 90 will be sold on the campaign, and 10, print for myself, friends and family kind of thing. So if you want to get a piece of that indie comics history and a little something, from one of the special artists over at Rippaverse, definitely pick up the Ultimate Bundle. That's the only way to get this special limited edition variant on the Origins 2 cover. And in addition to that, for limited things, there's going to be a variant cover for the Suit Saga, cover B. That's only going to be on this campaign. It won't be printed on demand. We also have this amazing metallic Voluntaryist bookmark, and I'm going to show you here. So what's unique about this bookmark is that it's aluminum, so it's metal, so it's going to last, and it's shiny. It's got a halftone pattern over a golden aluminum, you could say, imbued color design. So it's not printed ink on the aluminum. It's actually the aluminum itself is golden. So this ink is on top of it. That's why it's so reflective. And that's going to be something that holds up for a long time. The other cool stuff that we have going on that is, we have this character card. So that's of this character called Voloncap, who will eventually get her own series as well. You can see that there. So Voloncap looking super cool. So that's a character card extra perk item as you go through. And we sold out of all of our ads, so that's all out. But again, we have tons of different perks, really cool stuff, and you're already going to get 2 bonus perks if you're supporting at the print comic tier or higher. So definitely check that out. It's awesome. We have a full finished Origins Precursor Arc 2, so as you can see here. We have a full wrap Voluntaryist Origins comic book, 192 pages of that 1-6 single issue with a beautiful full wrap cover, also available print on demand. Makes for awesome gift too for Christmas. So definitely check that on out and pick that up if you haven't gotten the origin story, because that's what's going to lead up to Suit Saga 1, this first issue. And as always, if you have not gotten your Alphacore stuff too, make sure to pick it up. As you can see, as we just showed, these covers are super cool. So if you were on the edge before and you were wondering which one to pick up, now you can kind of see these different iterations. Although I think maybe the foil did sell out. I can't remember, but it may have sold out already. But make sure to go to the link too for Rippaverse and pick up your favorite cover. I mean, I know what my favorite cover is right now. I think this one for sure with Lillian Renoshi and Ingrid Valdez. I think that's super sick. That's pretty much my favorite design out of all these. But many of them are also great otherwise, and they appeal to different tastes, different styles of artwork. So, if you're like, oh yeah, I really like the fantasy high art realism, you got that. You got the traditional high-end comic. You got more of a American kind of smooth design with the colors. And then you got this foil variant, which is kind of interesting. I love the positions of everybody there. It's awesome. And the Alphacore logo really shines on this. I should try to see if I can get this up close. Yeah, look at that. The Alphacore logo itself looks amazing in the shiny foil cover. So you can kind of get it in that reflection. So cool. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for hanging with me and giving me this opportunity to show you what I got from the Rippaverse. They definitely deliver on what they promise. They have quality perks. I mean, this shirt itself was way better than I was even expecting for the price. I couldn't believe it. They had it for $8 and then another discount code on Black Friday. I was like, okay. And quality print, soft material, none of those annoying tags, printed right in the back. That's amazing. So can recommend, pick that on up. And yeah, if you come on over to Voluntaryist and check that out too, it's greatly appreciated. And you get extra bonuses for just getting a print comic Perker higher, because we've already unlocked 2, which again has blown my mind. I mean, really, thank you so much for helping us get there, for sharing this and supporting and reminding people to join in. It's really a great time for independent creators, especially with the crap Disney, DC, Marvel's, under Disney's doing. So I'm just thrilled and honored by it. So thank you. Couldn't have done it without you. And I'm excited to see what we're going to be doing next as we potentially move toward this next stretch goal. And then who knows what's going to happen? Because I only put out 3 stretch goals thinking, yeah, maybe we'll get there. We might even break all 3 of those. And I'm going to have to unlock 3 new stretch goals I can do. I have some stuff in mind, some really interesting stuff in mind to do if we get there. But when we get there, I'll let you know what it is we're doing, and we'll take it from there. So, all right. Take care, everybody. And I hope you have a great day.